What's up, everybody? Brett here, super stoked and excited today to be bringing you another new game for the channel. One of my favorite series of video games of all time. And if you've been on my channel for a long time, you've probably seen the playlist. I have 3 playlists for the previous 3 Kingdom Rush games. I love them all. This is the most recent iteration in the Kingdom Rush series, Vengeance, where you get to kind of play as the bad guy, and it's awesome. If you don't know what Kingdom Rush is, you've probably been living under a rock or you've never played a mobile game, but it is now on PC. It's on Steam, released as of October 15th. It is a tower defense strategy game with some really fun kind of RPG elements and a story that goes along with it that I've always adored. Super positive reviews. It's developed by Ironhide Game Studio. I love this game. I played it when it came out originally on mobile a few years ago now, I think. And I played the hell out of it. I beat it multiple times. I'd like to do perhaps a harder run for you guys, but this is one of the harder games in the series. Somewhere in the Rift of Cinders. Straight out of Terminator. Holy moly, he... See the skulls on the boxers? It's hilarious. So there is a story that weaves through all of the different games, and this one especially is kind of like a huge homage to all the different characters that appear in the Kingdom Rush games. I'll try and point them out or give a little context whenever I see them. And also the game is full of memes and references. This, of course, like I said, is a Terminator reference, but we'll catch those if we can. Yeah! Oops. Finally, out of that filthy place. Now all I need is a nice bath in the hot tub of my precious tower. Mwahaha. No, my precious! And they have turned his dark tower. He's the bad guy, Vesnan, who makes a lot of trouble in the earlier games, but there's plenty of bad guys. My precious, obviously, Lord of the Rings reference, check. But they're going to give us probably a bit of a tutorial here on how to play this game, which I don't need at all, considering I've beaten all the games on very hard difficulties, and pretty much every level of every challenge. I think I've done everything that these games have to offer, but I am playing on PC, which is a new one for me, and the game will probably go over all the mechanics. I don't really need to do that for you guys. The first tower we have access to is a Shadow Archer, Tier 1, 3 to 4 damage, attacks fast, and you can see that green circle is its range. Some say they can hit their enemies blindfolded. Aim high, aim true. Alright, we'll call the wave. 2 human woodcutters. And if you call them early, you get bonus gold. That's something they'll probably show us. And on these maps, there's always something hidden. This looks like one of the towers from one of the old games. I'm not sure if they've added anything to the... Yep, earn gold by killing enemies. If they've added anything to the PC release, I'd be interested to know. Don't let enemies pass this point. So they have a spawn point and they have an eventual victory point that they're trying to get to. We'll call them early. Summon Demon Goonies. You can summon your infernal troops to aid you on the battlefield every 14 seconds. So this is a power of ours. I'm hoping they have a corresponding key that I can hit. And they're going to let me build here. I'm going to make some Orc Warriors to help me block up the path. And we'll set them farther back. We can't upgrade yet. And we'll try and make several different towers just so you guys can see. The Orc Warriors, their job is basically as soldiers to block the path so that other stuff can shoot. And we'll summon them early again for bonus gold. So, hero at your command. Heroes are elite units that can face strong enemies and support your troops. Select by clicking on the portrait or hero unit, and then click on the path to move them. They have levels, they have experience, and every time they damage an enemy or use an ability. And we also have a new power here where we can summon these dudes to shoot. And we'll make the Infernal Mage. Alright, so it's I think it's 1, 2, 3 are the hotkeys that we're dealing with. We want our hero to level. And every time we see a new enemy, we can come up here and click on them and it'll show them what they are. So human workers, strong shovel wielders, dexterous, and both constructing and hitting enemies on the head. Low damage, slow speed. Guys, If you're not familiar with me and my channel, I'm the type of guy that likes to read everything, because in this game in particular, there's a lot of humor that's hidden in the text, and it's just cool, right? I want you all to be on the same page as me as we play. So Soul Impact is our special ability. It's on a much longer cooldown of 70 seconds. So blast away your enemies with a powerful torrent of souls that rain down from the sky. And that's our new power. So we have a lot of summons right now. No upgrades that we can use. Speaking of the Kumite, I watched Bloodsport last night. Love that movie. It's so cheesy, though. Especially as someone who's practiced martial arts a bit. A little bit of jiu-jitsu, a little bit of judo. Watching that movie is painful. It's so painful. Jean-Claude Van Damme, almost believable. Everyone else in that movie, not at all. Alright, let's just nuke these guys so you can see what the power looks like. I want to try to aim center mass. Most of the time you'll see me just being lazy with my clicks. But when the game gets hard, I'm going to have two hands. One on the keyboard, one on the mouse for sure. Outrageous. That will teach them not to mess with someone else's property. And those hideous dwarven machines have ruined my beautiful dead forest. This kingdom needs a ruler with true strength and handsomeness. My sweet revenge has begun, and I know just where to start. With the dwarves. I love these backgrounds. Definitely new. So this game is also, I didn't mention the price. It's like on sale right now for about 15, 16 bucks. That's a good price, guys. This is a mobile game, and whenever I hear mobile game, I instantly think, you know, I better get a lot of value for this. For $16, you'll probably get $60 worth of value out of this game, and all the games in the series, to be honest. I would have liked for it to be cheaper, but that said, I've played through it already. I know how good of a game it is, and I highly recommend it. Get it while it's on sale, you know? And they have a on sale bundle right now. You can get cheaper stuff. So we could play on veteran difficulty. I don't know what doing the Dark Tower on veteran will do. I don't know if we get anything for that. But we have upgrades, achievements, an encyclopedia we can fall back on. We're trying to get stars so we can get unlocks. Navigate through the different heroes. Earn hero points by leveling up your hero. Use the points to get powers and improve your hero. And then select the hero you want on the battlefield. Got it. So right now we're stuck using our boy Varric, who's really good. He's an Orc Gladiator. He's pretty powerful. He's very tanky. Our options are the Shadow Assassin. Let's see. Let's actually say their name. Azra, Olak. And in the main game, you can only use these four. And then you get Margosa later. And the rest are locked unless you want to pay for them. I'm hoping this is, yeah. They'll just be unlocked now as we level. So that's good. I've never used these dudes. Mortimus. Tramin. I'm excited to. Jagoy. Barasad, a dragon. Doom Tank SG-11. Junpai. Escult. Mergloon. And then Jack-o'-lantern. Okay. Awesome. And then towers. Once again, I haven't used a lot of these towers because they were locked behind paywalls. Navigate through the different towers. When your towers reach level 4, you can use 3 powers that you can upgrade. They do this a little bit differently in this game. And you have a rotating wheel. You can alternate which towers you want to bring to which maps, which is also different from all previous games. It allowed them to put in more towers. And this one is currently locked. And we only have 4 equipped anyway. So that's fine. And we'll take closer looks at them. And as we get different achievements, we will unlock stuff. And we'll see what that does as that happens. We also have upgrades. So for our powers and for our towers in general, earn souls by completing the campaign stages. Use souls to buy upgrades for your powers. Got it. And we'll go over those as we get a chance to actually use them. I'm tempted here to do this again on veteran difficulty. I don't think that adds anything. I might do that off camera just to do it. But without any further ado, let's do level 1, the Dwarven Gate. Very Tolkien-inspired, Warhammer-inspired dwarves. Yes, my tower is back to its former glory. The time for our campaign is upon us. Those foolish dwarves, always nose deep into their piles of treasure, have no clue what I've got in store for them. General, prove you're not worthless. Command my army and start the invasion. So we're going to play on veteran. It is significantly harder. More enemies. Oh, look at the moon door. I remember that. Okay. The first level will not start until we allow it to. I don't know if we click on this, but I know there's like a Hobbit related interactable there. Okay. I'm going to endeavor to teach you guys some of the principles of... Oh, there it is. Oh. You did it, Bilbo. Awesome. Far over the misty mountains. Help Baldo sneak... Yeah, for copyright reasons, I'm sure they changed the name. So for strategy purposes, this is what I want to start teaching you guys. Is, you know, how to build what towers where is really the biggest thing. Whenever I see a concave like this, I want to build a splash damage tower. Like the Rocket Riders. Goblins that learn how to fly with unstable gizmos. Note, they don't know how to land. They're very slow, but they do splash damage. And they don't hit air targets. Which isn't a problem yet. And I also look for like 4-way, which are kind of the best, 4-way like intersections where I can create a stoppage. So for instance here, I'll put down the orcs and I'll put them here. And that's pretty much all the gold that we have for now, but we'll get more pretty soon. New enemy, the Dwarf Bruiser. Inhabitants of the underground, proficient in the art of slicing enemies with their sharp axes. Alright. And if we want, we can send our boy ahead and just let him farm experience. Before we even need to let our towers get involved. The upgrades are still locked, it looks like. You can watch his experience bar, the grayed out bar here. And we're going to call him early every time. Yeah, it's letting me know you can set rally points. Which is what you've seen me do when I move my troops around. Alright, let's put the demon here. And we're doing great. These early maps won't be much of a challenge for us. As I've said, I've already beaten all this stuff once upon a time. Let's just nuke them. Bring the numbers down. I'm going to bring another Orc Warrior here. These little goblins are strong. They do a ton of damage, be it in melee or otherwise. We're going to put a Shadow Archer here. As soon as we get the 80 gold, and we've got it. You see, we got bonus 23 gold for that. Alright, new enemy, the Warhammer Guard. Wow, they're not even trying to hide it. Guards of the Dwarven Kingdom, the first line of defense against invaders and threats. Low armor, and they're teaching you about armor here. So, we're going to start clicking on enemies as we get newer, rarer types of enemies. Armor helps them resist physical damage, while magic resistance will help protect them against magical attacks. It makes a lot of sense. So, this guy's got low armor. But still better than no armor at all, which is what these guys have. And you'll also see the skull, which tells you how much damage they'll do to your core if they're allowed to pass. And we've got some other locations here we can start looking to fortify. And our hero's taking a beating. Let's give him a little bit of reinforcements. These Warhammer guys are going to do a lot more damage. And if he dies, he'll be resurrected. And if you pull him back a little bit, he'll heal. Keep our little imps in the front. Let them soak up the damage. Oh man, he's getting beaten up by these Warhammer dudes. They do decent damage. They're almost as strong as he is. So each unit can only hold up one unit. So all of my orcs can only hold back one of these Warhammer guys. So you'll find in the later missions where you can be very easily overwhelmed. I realize also I didn't read the demon background here. Let's nuke the Warhammer boys. It says, demons that harness the power of infernal forces to slay their enemies. And then the orcs are unorganized and inexperienced. These trainees will be great warriors one day if they survive. And that was the sound of our hero leveling. So against their armor, we'll find that the infernal mage will do quite well. The attacks are slow, but bigger damage. And of course, not as much of it ignoring the armor. And then we'll make another little kill zone here. So we've got a kill zone here and a kill zone here. Very efficient. And if we were able to upgrade, we'd probably go for the Rocket Riders. Tier 2. More damage. Perhaps faster attack speed. Probably not. Bigger range. You'll see range increase. That's something that I noticed about this game in comparison to all the other Kingdom Rush games. Is they don't give you the best positions for your range. Feels good to be back is the achievement we unlocked. Let's see if we get anything for achievements in this game. I'm not sure. We got 3 upgrade points. And we can now upgrade our towers to level 2 in combat. Very good. And we can also go into here and start doing some of the challenge missions. Iron mode, and I think there's another one. Let's upgrade our hero first, though. Alright, with these 4 points, we can distribute them however we'd like. His first ability is Aimed Slashes. A swift and powerful technique slashes the enemy twice, dealing 90 damage to the target. We've got Brute Force. He smashes the ground, stunning nearby enemies for 1 second with the impact. Stuns are great in this game. Duelist. While in combat, he gains up to 24% bonus attack damage that grows as long as he fights the same target. Helps him win against really powerful enemies. He also has a passive where he constantly regenerates HP. So that's good to note as well. Summon a pair of goblins to aid in combat. That's really strong. It adds to the already large list of summons that we have. I'm going to go ahead and pop one in that. We could also improve their stats. We could make them pretty jacked. Calls a pair of trained warmongers to aid Varric in the battlefield. I think upgrading our summons is a good way to get through the veteran difficulty stuff that we're about to encounter. And then we'll get him the smash as well. Very good. I like those upgrades. And then now we have 3 of these points that we can spend. And you kind of see they're divided into 4 sections. So, this is to upgrade our towers. This is to upgrade our units and heroes. This is to upgrade our imp summons, and this is to upgrade our various abilities. Basically, the god dang it, I forget the name of it. The bombardment spell that we can cast. So increases the bonus gold for calling an early wave. We're going to want that. That's huge. Reduces the respawn time of heroes. We don't necessarily need that yet, but I would like to get our heroes training faster. That would be good. Let's just see what the next tiers up are. That way we'll know if we want to try and push to that. So have healthier barracks units. Explosions have a bigger range of effect. Archery towers get extra range. Mage towers have a small chance of dealing double damage. Okay. I want the increased experience on our heroes. We can give them more damage, more HP. And their ultimates have lower cooldown. After dying, Goonies explode, dealing area damage to all affected enemies. That's a pretty strong skill. It's just a whole other facet of damage. And then better trained for combat, Goonies now have improved health and damage. I like that also. And then adds extra impacts. So, I prioritize usually this spell less than just about everything else. I think what I'm going to do is go for Blitz Tactics. And I think this would also be a pretty worthy path to go down. But let's get back to battle, which is not really that relevant, but I do want the extra experience on my heroes. Leveling them up as quick as possible is quite good. And then we could do the different game modes. So we'll unlock things for doing that. It's worth it. We'll unlock points. And of course we'll get experience on our heroes as well. So Heroic Challenge, we get 6 elite waves and only 1 life. We can't let a single unit leak. And then the Iron Challenge, which only gives us 2 towers to use. And 1 life as well. Let's try this one. Alright, and we'll pretty much employ the same strategies as last time. Yep, and we'll prioritize trying to defend this front area. Let's put him out ahead. And he's going to summon his little guys. And there they are, these little minions. Just need to make sure he's in there fighting. And that was his smash attack. It does some damage, it does a stun. And we get more gold from calling earlier, so we want to make sure we're doing that. And I'm just kind of at the corner of my eye. I'm watching Varric's experience go up. And I might forgo the Archer Tower this time. They have no magic resistance. So, I think the Infernal Mage is probably just the right call. Better single target damage, and we'll bypass the armor of the later dudes. But look at all the summons we could drop. And we could do this all a bit further back, but I like kind of killing them as far away as possible. And another little trick here, which I don't know if I quite did it right there. Whenever you call early, it also speeds up the cooldowns of your summons. So use your summons, then call early, then you can use your summons again, and you can double up. And that's a little trick you really need to pay attention to in this game if you wanna succeed. All right, I think we'll just nuke him here, just like that. And we've gotten a good bit of experience on him just from doing this. Get one of these just in case we leak. And now we pull back. The explosions on the Goonies would be coming in handy right about now. And I'm going to wait until we get some Warhammer dudes in the mix. Like right here. Because they could end up making it so that my barracks units fight them for so long. Let's rally here. That a lot of other stuff will manage to make it past. We don't want that. Just keep trying to keep them around this area where the splash damage can do its job. Trying to get this cooldown busted. Yeah, this is going to be rough. This is where we absolutely need our ability. No upgrades for us. It's almost done. Alright. Try and hit as many Warhammer dudes as we can. I don't know if that was the best location. Alright. There we go. Good stun. And we've got all this gold we can't do anything with. Hold them back. This is quite challenging, actually, on Veteran. As it should be. Just overwhelming all these powerful units with lots of weak little baby summons. And we'll see what our reward is for this. And why it's worth it. Huh. In this mode, do we not get... I could have sworn we got extra upgrade points. Well, I guess not. Okay. Well, I still want to do them all. And maybe we'll just kind of bounce around. We'll do maybe one more mission today. I want to keep the episodes around like 35, 40 minutes, something like that. So, let's jump into the next mission. Corridors of the Old City. They expected to stop our might with that puny gate? Ha! Their old city is ours for the taking. Don't waste this chance to catch them unprepared. They only have a shamefully small troop complement defending it. It should be an easy victory even for you. Okay. Well, we still only have one exit point, which will not last forever. Oh, no, I did not mean to call early. Alright, well, now I know that that's a button that I shouldn't hit. I'll build that there. And we can hold them back with our summons for now until we can get a Orc Warriors den placed appropriately. Just keep calling early. Fake it till you make it, I guess. I was going to take a look at the map. I'm pretty sure there's something you do with the armadillos. That's funny. Got him. Find all the armadillos. Got it. And we now have access to upgrades, so we need to keep that in mind also. I kind of just want to get double Orc Warriors here. Call 15 waves early. That's another achievement we've unlocked. And we'll just clog this area up until the numbers get overwhelming. Really want to upgrade the Rocket Riders. They're doing a huge portion of our DPS right now. But our orcs are getting wrecked. Let's see if we can make them a little bit tougher. Ooh, we got a new enemy here. So, Clockwork Spiders, very fast. Little Clockwork Spiders used by dwarves for exploring and patrolling the Empire. Let's nuke here. They probably have good armor. And we need to start slowing them down before they get to this point, because it looks like we might start leaking here. Yeah, don't want to leak. No, bad timing. Wow. You know what, let's restart. Accidental misclick in the beginning was not clutch. I still like most of our build and what we were doing. Yeah, I still like most of what we were doing. But we need stronger AoE. In this game, I think upgrading is prioritized and preferred over, like, building a lot of tier 1 towers. I was trying to see if we could get to the tier 2 Rocket Riders. See if we can take them out. Soften them up before they get to us. And level 3 now on our boy. Yeah, weird. And if you ever get stuck, that's the fun of the game, guys. Is figuring out how to do it better every time. I might just go, like, get a bunch of these Infernal Mages to soften them up before they get to me. Let's see, though. Let's nuke these guys, call early. Yeah, and I still think the Gladiators might be the way to go. The barracks units. We need our boy up here, though. He's been cutting the wave, but we need his summons to help with more bodies. Dang, they're still getting through. These things do a lot of... No, they don't do that much damage. We leaked once. I'm kind of okay with that. I like to have my runs be perfect. But I think I'm just being a little inefficient with my gold spending. And maybe I could have saved my my bombardment for a different point. So we're going to place them there. Make another nice little triangle. Would like to show off some of the upgrades here. Yep, let's call early. The damage increase is huge. On all of them, really. We're on wave 6 of 8. Not that much longer to go. Let's hold out for this. We just need a little bit more. And we'll be able to level Varric after this too, which will help us out. I've always watched other people play this game, and it's funny because you'll notice that lots of different people have different styles and towers that they prefer. And that's kind of the fun of the game. I know that I prefer like barracks and trying to figure out like fun barrack strategies. And some people never use the barracks. Another new enemy here, Chompbot. Little machines created to help dwarves in their daily tasks and fend off enemies with their hydraulic jaws. Medium armor. So this is where it starts getting a little tricky, and we're going to need these infernal mages to get upgraded. And we'll also want to save our big bombardment for them. There we go. And that's huge damage. 16 to 49 versus 5 to 16. That's night and day difference. Could probably just spam out infernal mages down here. Want to hold this checkpoint or choke point because this is where all the damage is happening. Let's get something right there. We'll drop another one of those. Put these dudes in the middle and they can shoot this way and they can shoot up if we need them to. Nope, don't want to do that. Doing great so far. And I would much rather upgrade my towers that affect every unit. Like these 4 towers are going to be, you know, effective down this one tunnel where every unit on the map has to go down. Let's bring Varric here so we're not missing out on experience. I want to keep building these. Would probably build a Shadow Archer up here. Because there's nothing... So, one of the important things is to pay attention to the unit types that you're facing in each individual lane. These guys are all unarmored, and these are all armored. So, we want to put magic towers here and faster attacking towers in the other locations. So, like, for instance, this is where we would put the Shadow Archer. But it's quite good to spam the magic towers here. Varric almost died from that encounter. And this was the last little bit here. And some maps have bosses and some don't. This one does not. And 3 stars. We've done it. And we'll go ahead and spend our upgrade points, and we can now get towers at level 3. And we're already on to the next mission. Alright, with this upgrade points, I kind of want to upgrade our Goonies. And eventually get up to the next tier of Goonies, which you can either get the Demon Guards, or you can get the Hellion Tridents. These guys have a range attack, and these guys are good at blocking and absorbing damage. These are really good too. The late game abilities are really powerful, but we'll go for these for now. Our Goonies are now stronger, and let's upgrade our boy, Varric. Give him some more of his abilities so he's more of a force on the battlefield. We can give him bigger attack damage. The slash is what we really want. And this turns us into a 2-second stun. Let's get him some better goblins. And that's going to be it for me today, guys. When we come back, we're going to do the Kazan Mines. And maybe some of the other challenges of the other missions. But hopefully you enjoyed this kind of first look at Kingdom Rush Vengeance. consider picking it up if you've enjoyed it. But guys, I'm Brett. My channel is Good Talk Gaming. I have a Discord channel if you'd like. The link is in the description down below. Leave a comment if you feel like it. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I don't ask that in every video. I'll do it in the first one, though, for any of you guys who are new to the channel. And yeah, that's it. Take care, y'all. Look forward to an entire Let's Play of this. I love this game. I love this series. And we're going to beat it together. All right, y'all. Take care. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.